Hello fellow science enthusiasts! If you're out looking for a romantic partner, it might help to bring a friend along as a so-called wingmate or wing person. But which friend to choose? Who would be the ideal wing person? Let's see what science has to say about it. We have to start by looking at slime molds. Obviously, slime molds are simple creatures where thousands of amoebas act together as a single organism, something called a plasmodium. They're very simple creatures, as they for example lack a brain. I'll leave it to you to draw parallels to the dating world here. For us, we only need to know two things about slime molds in the laboratory. One, they absolutely love oats, and two, they hate light, especially UV light. The psychology of slime molds in the laboratory therefore couldn't be simpler. It boils down to grow towards the oats and grow away from the light. And that's easy to observe. Now, researchers from the University of Sydney presented slime molds with a dilemma. They put them into the center of a petri dish and then put 3 grams of oats in one corner. In the other corner they put 10 grams of oats, but under a UV light. The slime molds are now forced to make a decision in which direction to grow. In this case, the benefit of the additional food outweighs the unpleasantness of the UV light, and the slime molds will always grow towards the big pile. If the 10 grams, however, are reduced to 3 grams, they will make the logical choice and now always grow towards the dark. It turns out the sweet spot is 5 grams. The additional 2 grams directly outweigh the drawbacks of the light, and now about half of the molds grow towards the dark small pile, while the other half grows towards the big lit pile. So we see slime molds are excellent, rational decision makers. But what happens if a third alternative is introduced? Researchers added an additional 1 gram pile in the dark. It's clearly inferior to the already existing 3 gram pile, so almost no mold ever chooses it. Weirdly enough though, while it should have no influence on the decision between the other two, it absolutely has. More than 2/3 of the molds now decide to grow towards the 3 gram pile in the dark. The presence of an irrelevant alternative has changed the mold's decision. It has made the 3 gram pile in the dark look more attractive in comparison. Researchers dubbed this phenomenon the asymmetric dominance or decoy effect. You might argue that humans are way more complex than slime molds and that such findings don't translate to the human dating world. But you would be wrong. In 1999, 3 psychologists conducted an experiment in which undergraduate students were given simplified and blinded profiles of potential partners, in which they were rated according to basic characteristics such as attractiveness and intelligence. I'm simplifying their study here quite a bit. The test subjects were then asked to make a decision with whom to go out on a date. At first they had the choice between Jordan and Alex. Jordan is moderately attractive and very intelligent. Alex, on the other hand, is very attractive and moderately intelligent. About 50% of test subjects decided for either choice. Then a third option is introduced. Taylor is very intelligent but not at all attractive. Clearly an inferior alternative compared to Jordan. Taylor is the irrelevant third choice. You can guess what happened. Now more than 2/3 of test subjects decided in favor of Jordan, leaving Alex worse off. Once you become aware of it, you can find this concept applied in marketing all over the place. And we can conclude, if you are looking for the best possible wing person, science tells us you should go and find someone who is as much like you as possible, just a tiny bit worse. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, see you next time, and keep the good tides rolling.